What is up, guys and gals? Alain Torres here, reporting live to you from my sauna in the bedroom. Yes, everyone needs to sweat every once in a while. So today's video, today's, what day is today? Monday? Monday, today is Monday, all day. Today's video is why you absolutely need to facilitate your growth, your evolution, while things are actually going well, versus waiting till the shit hits the fan. And yes, I said shit. So, here's a reason. Think of it this way. If you only continue to grow or to evolve only when the going gets tough, you are actually conditioning yourself to just wait for things to get out of control until you actually do work on yourself. So you're actually telling the universe, you're actually telling your subconscious mind that is the only time you're going to do work on yourself, which means you're stuck in that pattern and that cycle. So if you actually want to break free of that matrix, you're going to have to actually facilitate your own growth while things are going well. And so now, what the heck does that look like? Because, I mean, when things are going well, why do you really need to work on anything? I mean, right? Everything's going well, right? So it's interesting because we attract into our worlds, into our realities, the people, places, and things that will highlight and show us all the repressed thoughts, emotions, behaviors that we didn't even know we had. That's why I said repressed, right? So thankfully, we have those things, but there's actually a way you can facilitate those things without actually having to wait. I just said actually a lot of times, didn't I? Actually, there is a way you can facilitate. There's another one for you. You can facilitate through a way while things are going well to make sure that things, I was going to say that word again, actually, to make sure that you don't have to wait for the things to get out of control. And so what does that look like? It actually means just introspection, getting clear on your patterns, looking at your past, so that way you can know your present and your future. So typically I do a lot of meditation. Now, some of you out there are probably like turned off or intimidated by this crazy word called meditation. I don't know why. At the end of the day, it's just thinking. You know, it's nothing crazy. It's nothing phenomenally out there. It is probably the coolest technology you'll ever get in contact with. And I have a lot more to say about that, maybe in another video. But the simple fact of the matter is you can facilitate your own growth by actually taking a look in your own ticker, and seeing what's going on in there, what has happened in the past, by replaying the stories, by replaying the movie tapes. That way you can see what's happening, or what has happened, sorry. And that way you can avoid having things that you don't know or even inside of you happen outside of you. Did you guys catch that? So it's so important to be able to facilitate your growth while things are going well. That way you actually can stay ahead of it, and you can condition your unconscious mind to actually grow and evolve while things are going well, which then gets you stuck in that loop, which is a good thing, after all. I mean, here's what's interesting about human society, and I'm a little frustrated. I don't get triggered at all anymore, but today I woke up being a little frustrated, a little pissed, a little angry, okay? And I'm looking at society as a whole. I was reading some mainstream Yahoo News and some other different things, and looking at some other dynamics with some friends and some family in different situations in life. And I'm like, man, why is it that we as a whole, as society, love drama? Why do we love to live through all these stories? And something came up for me the other day when I was listening to someone share something. They were referring to the movie The Matrix. And Mr. Smith talked about the original Matrix that was created was actually perfect from the beginning. But humans rejected it because it was so perfect. They actually wanted to wake up from the dream, versus when things are going bad, you're so in the story of the shittiness of life and the ups and downs and the swings and the peaks and valleys and the roller coasters. Like, it's addicting. It's flat out addicting, and you don't even realize you're in it because you're so in it. So if things are so well, it's almost boring. So that really begs the question, are we more attached to and addicted to drama? Or are we more resistant to actually experiencing beauty in life? And so that's been the biggest question of my life as I've answered it, and transcended all these different stories. Is I let go of all the drama in every situation, person, place, or thing. But then I got to a place where I'm above all that, and looking down, it frustrates me because I see that so many people are asleep, and my heart goes out to them. But at the same time, they're happy. They love the drama. You, I hope, don't love the drama. Because if you do, that's why you're staying in your story, because you are attached to it. You want it on some level because it makes you feel alive. It makes you feel cozy. It makes you feel like you're accomplishing something in life. And right now, I want to make sure you don't feel like I'm attacking you. I'm just being real with you. Like, I wish somebody would have told me this a long time ago. Because at the end of the day, if that's all I'm living out, then if that's what life is meant to be, then that's not the life I want to live. I want to live life that's genuinely beautiful, even if nobody else is there. Literally, I do believe heaven and earth exists. Heaven really exists within, doesn't exist up there or anywhere else. It exists inside of you, and you can live in that place now. Is it a facetious, contextualized place that exists or doesn't exist? Yes, it can exist. Does it really exist? No, it's all made up in the mind. But you can live in that place because heaven is a state of being. Enlightenment is a state of being. And after moving through that whole construct, I realized that enlightenment is just the beginning and it's not enough. So what? I made it to enlightenment. I moved beyond all the stories and constructs of the human mind and the human psyche. I've had, to be blunt, multiple readers and people tell me that this is the last life on here, whatever that means. Maybe past life stuff, I don't know. The simple fact is, enlightenment isn't enough. It's like, what do you do with that? And so what my mission has come out to be is, how do I help awaken those who are actually genuinely ready to be awakened? And they're hungry for it. They actually want to live a peaceful life. They want to let go of their drama. They're ready to do that now. So if you are, that's the big question you need to be answering for yourself, is if you are or if you aren't. Because if you're not, good luck. If you don't want to come out of the drama, good luck. Stay there. And that comes up in your relationships, that comes up in your businesses, that comes up in your health. And yeah, you may say, oh, but this is a very real health issue, or this is a very real business issue, or this is a very real relationship issue. And yeah, they are. I'm not discounting that. But for some reason, it's being created for you to show you and teach you something about yourself that you didn't even know you had inside of yourself. I shared a story. No, actually, I won't share that one. That'll be a nice little segue and pattern interrupt for you guys. I'll share that one another time. Let's see. The point is, know where you're coming from. Because if you don't, and if you're not interested in actually living the truth that is you and transcending above the stories of drama, you're just going to stay there. And at the end of the day, you must be able to transform and evolve and spiritually conceive of something higher than yourself while things are good, so you can continue to reintegrate that pattern and stay in that cycle, because that's actually what's going to set you free, is getting wrapped up in that cycle. And then you'll be looking in a way at everyone else like I am, and I'm like, man, my heart goes out to these people. I feel for them. I want to help, but they don't want my help. And so your job then becomes, as mine has become, how do I effectively get into these people's minds and hearts? How do I get into your mind, into your heart? And, then the question for the coaches that are listening to this right now, the question is, well, is this manipulation? Is this mind control? You can see it that way. You really can. But at the end of the day, if their intent is to grow and to heal, that's the same, after all, my intention as well. It's for the highest. That other stuff doesn't come in, at all into my consciousness, into my awareness, because that's not where the energy is coming from. The energy is coming from a place of like, yo, this person wants to grow, this person wants to heal, and they're after the same thing that I can help them get to. And they actually are letting the dynamic be run. They're actually letting themselves be led. Okay? So that's another question I want to leave you with in reflection. I know I'm just kind of like throwing a bunch of stuff at you, guys, but if you're not, let's see, how do I say this? If you're always needing to lead and you're not willing to be led, then you're going to stay stuck in your own matrix. You have to be willing to be led. And obviously you have to find people you trust, people who can take you there. I'm not going to say the promised land, because that's, cliche and all that weird shit, but you must be willing to let go and surrender, and also know when truth hits you, you'll feel it. You have to trust it. And if you don't know what that looks like or feels like, that's what you have to also learn. How do I trust my gut? How do I trust my heart? How do I know that this is my intuition telling me this or that? And then once you know it, you just do it, and you take action, and you go. So today's video was about really owning and choosing to grow in times when things are going well, versus till waiting for, the sky to fall. So what are you going to do today? You decide. You tell me. I'll see you guys soon. I'm going to keep sweating here. And actually, there was a good segue. I could have connected that, but whatevs. It's cool. I'm sweating my tail off here. Got to detox. Got to let the body struggle a little bit in order for it to heal. Okay? I get that. So, yes, that's different than when it's good, but I'm also not in a place where I'm unhealthy. I'm healthy, and I'm facilitating my growth while things are going well, so I can stay even more healthier and get even more healthier. Anyway, you know my proper English. Goodbye. Love you guys.